Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today you need a resistance tube, which you should check by running your fingers along it, like this, to see if there's any nicks or wearing. You'll also need a mat, which you should lay out side onto me, like this. Keep some water handy for hydration. Make sure you're wearing sturdy athletic shoes and comfortable clothing. Let's get started with our warm-up. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders with your toes pointing straight ahead. We are going to work on lower body and core with a bunch of really effective, some of my favorite and best exercises. Big deep breath in. Pull down on the left, reach up right. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Pull down on the right, reach up left. Inhale up and exhale down. Now squat down and up. Sit down and out. Keep your knees aligned with the center of your toes. Sit back through the hips. Keep your hands on your thighs. Chest facing forward. 2 more. Now squat down. Reach across to the left. Squat. Reach to the right. Squat. Reach left. Squat. Reach right. Last one. Reach side to side, reach across. Maybe bring your feet a little wider. Release the heel, swivel the foot. Keep a proud chest as you pull back through your opposite elbow. Thumb up. Reach out level with your shoulder. Move the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Big deep breath in. Reach up. Take your wrist. Pull up and over. Other side. Come back to the center. Pull both knees, elbows back. Hands come down. Step wide with your toes pointing straight ahead. Shift the hips forward now. Bring your hips across to the right. Keeping your left leg straight. Bring your hips forward, open the hips, shift across to the left, sitting back, bring the hips forward, stretching through the front of the hips, shift to the right, hips forward, shift to the left, sitting back, hips forward. Now turn your heels in and toes out to 10 and 2 if you were standing on a clock. Squat down and open through your inner thighs. Drop your right shoulder down. Look up over your left shoulder. Other side, look up over your right shoulder as you drop the left shoulder down. Press the knee back. Let's repeat that. Press the knee back. Stretching your inner thigh. Other side, last time. Come back to the center. Press both knees back. Squat down in a sumo squat. Pressing the knees back. Come up. Bring your feet closer together, about hip distance. Step your right leg back onto the ball of your foot. Reach the right hand up. Reach the left hand up. Bring the arms open. Press your heel to the floor, stretching the calf. Now lift up and press the heel. 2 more. Warming up the calf and ankle. Step forward. Other side. Big step back with the left leg onto the ball of your foot. Take your left hand, reach up. Take the right hand, reach up. Pull both hands down and press your heel to the floor. Stretching the calf. All 10 toes face forward. Now lift and press. 2 more. Step forward. Roll both shoulders back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale down. Roll your shoulders back. We are warmed up and ready to go. Pick up your tubing. We'll start with lower body. We'll do each move for 45 seconds. So it's quite a few reps. We'll start on the right leg for 2 exercises and then both legs, and then we repeat it for a second set on the other side. Bring the tube underneath your right foot. Anchor it there. Pull up to your hips, or if you want more challenge, Pull up to the insides of your shoulders, hands face in. Lunge the left leg back and step forward. Stepping back onto the ball of your foot. Keep your body upright. Bend your left knee as well as your right. Sink down and come up. Do it again. We're more than halfway through the set. We've got about another 10 seconds. Just a few more reps. Big step back. One more rep. Now bring your hands down for a little break. Sumo squat. Your left leg is going to step diagonally back to 4 o'clock. Squat down, well, to 8 o'clock. And then step back in. You can keep the tubing at the hips or bring it up to the shoulders. Let's try it. Out and in. So you're stepping out to 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. If you were standing at 12 o'clock with your right leg, open the knees like we did in the warm-up. Sit back. Press your knees open. You're rotating through the hips, not the knees, so press the knees back and keep them aligned with the center of your foot, the front of the foot. One more. Bring your hands down and step the other foot onto the tube and even the tension between left and right sides. Now cross the handles over and pull them up to your hips. Lift your chest, brace your core, soften your knees and sit back a little. Take 2 steps, hold here. 2 steps and then little penguins. Lateral walk and penguins. Little steps, little penguins. You'll feel this in the side of the hips. Keep your feet apart. Don't let them come together. That's super important. Stay in that semi-squat. Sit back through the hips just slightly. Little steps and done. Whew, okay. That heated me up. Take your right foot out. Even up the tubing tension between left and right, anchoring it underneath your left foot. Rear lunge, we do a second set. Pull up to your shoulders if you want more challenge, tubing on the inside of your arms. Here we go. Rear lunge and step in. Bend your back knee. So the back knee bends so that you sink down. You're stepping onto the ball of the foot, not the heel of the right leg. Left leg is the working leg. Draw yourself forward rather than pushing off your right foot. Draw in. Last one. Bring your hands down for a moment. Sumo squat. You're going to step out to 4 o'clock or maybe 5 o'clock. Open the knees and step in. You can keep the tubing at the hips or bring it to the shoulders for more challenge. Here we go. And step in. Open through the knees and come in. Sit back and lift up. Press the knees back. So you're opening through the inner thighs. You're going to strengthen your inner thigh muscle with this movement, which can actually help prevent a fall. Having good adductor, your inner thigh strength, according to research, helps prevent falls. One more. All right, bring your hands down. Step back onto the tube with both feet. Get even tension right and left. Cross the tubing over. Pull up to your hips. Anchor at your hips. Soften the knees. Sit back. 2 steps. Penguins. Again, 2 steps. Penguins. We get through this set and we move to the mat for more lower body and then core. Keep a proud chest. Drop your shoulder blades down your back. Keep your feet apart. 2 little steps. Feet stay apart. Done. Bring the tubing down beside your mat. We'll use it for one of the other exercises. You're going to come down, first of all, onto your side and then roll onto your back. Now use the leg that's further away from me. Palms of your hands face up, shoulders back. Pick the other foot up off the floor and then flex the back foot ankle. Lift the hips and lower the hips. Single leg bridge. Push the heel into the floor to lift the hips. It's like you're trying to make a footprint on the ceiling with your other foot. That knee stays bent comfortably so that you can get the foot up. Keep your hips square and level. So you have to use your core to stabilize the position of your pelvis. One more. Very good. Bring your foot down, roll onto your side. And now bring your knees in. So you've got a 90-degree bend at the knees and hips. You can just support your head lowered down. Now, open the knee and close the knee. Now, if you want to make this more challenging, push down on the hand to resist the lift of the knee. Keep the inside edge of your feet touching the whole time. So don't let your feet come apart. Rotate the knee up and down. Clamshell with resistance. One more. It doesn't have to lift very high. Keep the hips stacked. And come down. All right, come into all fours. Same leg is the working leg. Bring your foot into the tubing. Come onto your forearms. Now, press back and down. Press that leg straight back. Use the resistance of the tubing. Hold it firmly in both hands. Press straight back against the tubing. It's the same working leg that did the bridge and the clamshell. Good. All right. Take the tension off the tube and let's go to face the other direction. First of all, single-legged bridge with the leg that's further away from me. Palms up, flex the ankle. Here we go. Up and down. They're quite quick transitions. So if you didn't quite get there, do a couple of extra reps before we move to the next move. That way, you'll be symmetrical right and left. Push your heel into the floor as you make a footprint on the ceiling with your other leg. Leg that's up is bent, knee is bent. Dig your heel into the floor to lift the hips. Push the hips up. And one more. Come down. Now roll onto your side. Clamshell. Cradle your head. Knees bent at 90 degrees. Hips bent at 90 degrees. Hand on the thigh. Keep the inside edge of the feet touching. Open and close. Now use your hand to create resistance for your leg if you want to make it more challenging. Otherwise, just rest your hand there and don't push. But if you want to make it more challenging, push in on the hand, pushing down against the leg to create additional resistance. This movement, as you can feel, strengthens your rear, your glute on this side. And it's really good for helping prevent knee injuries. One more. And come down. All right. Donkey kick. Come up onto all fours. The leg that you were just working is the working leg. Place the tube and anchor it around the arch of your foot. Come onto your forearms. Here we go. Push out and in. Push out about level with the body. Look forward towards your hands rather than towards your foot. Press out. Push against the resistance. Keep a stable core like you were doing a plank. Brace your core muscles. There's no movement in the torso, just the leg moves. Not too high, not too low. One more. Good. Now, come up. Release the tension off the tubing. And you move your tube to the side. We're done with tubing. Now it's pure core. We've finished legs. Starting with a plank. Come onto your forearms and knees. Shift your shoulders over your elbows. Tuck your toes under. Now lift the knees and bend the knees. Lift the knees and bend the knees. Keep the back of your head lifted and your core braced. If you need to take a break, just rest on your knees for a moment till you need to come up or you're ready to keep going. This takes a lot of core control. It also strengthens the front of your thighs, your quadriceps, your shoulders, as you can feel. You're almost there. One more. Good. Come down onto your knees. Come up onto your hands. For your back, we'll do a bird dog. So shoulders over hands, or if your wrists are sensitive, cheat your hands forward like that. So your hands are forward of your shoulders. Knees under hips. Opposite arm and leg extends and reaches. Here we go. Reach and down. Other side. Reach and down. Reach out and come down. Thumb up, palm in. Reach out and come down. Keep your hips square and level. Almost there, one more each side. And come down onto your side. Place your elbow directly underneath your shoulder. Bring your feet behind you in an L shape. Side bridge, palm of the hand faces onto the thigh, lift your hips. Now, to make this a little more dynamic, we're gonna lift the chest a little more so your shoulders are stacked, your hips are stacked, you've got a straight line from your knee right through the center of the body to the crown of your head. Lift the leg and lift the hand. Keep the body stacked so your hand is directly above your elbow or thereabouts. Not forward, not back. Stretch out through your fingertips, stretch out through your foot. 2, 1, and come down. Other side for the side bridge. Swing around. So we'll reverse the order of the moves. Bring your feet and knees together. Pull your hips forward. Elbow directly underneath your shoulder. That's super important. Press your shoulder away from your ear. Hand comes onto the thigh. Lift the hips. Hold this. If you need to come down and take a break, that's fine too. Might be different from side to side depending on your shoulder and core strength. Now take the hand up. Lift the leg. Breathe and brace your core. You'll feel a contraction in the side of your hip, in your shoulder, and in the side body, right down here. That's what we're strengthening. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come down. Bird dog. Come onto all fours. Again, you have the option to cheat your hands forward in front of the shoulders if you've got sensitive wrists. Otherwise, bring your hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees under hips, shoulders press away from the ears. Let's go. Stretch and down. And down. Reach to opposite ends of the room. Think of it as a stretch rather than a lift. Keep your hips square and level. Your thumb points up towards the ceiling as you reach the hand. One more each side. Reach and down. And down. Now plank is our finishing move. Come onto your forearms. Walk your knees back and then shift your shoulders forward so your shoulders are over your elbows. Tuck your toes under, straighten the legs. Now lift up through the back of your head. Find a good plank. Bend the knees, tap the knees and lift. Tap the knees down and lift the knees. So you bend and you straighten. This is going to strengthen so much of your body. Upper body for sure. Just holding you there is challenging for the shoulders. But also the legs are working quite hard. The front of your thighs, you might feel it there. You might be feeling it so much in the core that you're not feeling your legs. It depends on how strong you are in your core. One more. Very good. Come down onto your side. Bend your bottom leg. We are done. All that's left is a stretch. So don't leave before the bonus. Bring your leg in front of you and hold on to your shin, ankle, or foot, and then pull that back. Now you don't have to pull your foot in towards your bottom. You want to pull the leg back behind you. Roll your shoulder back and keep the knee close to the mat. Keep a proud chest. Breathe. Pulling the foot in, opening the front of your thigh. Good, let's go to the other side. Swing across. Come onto your forearm. Bend your bottom leg in front of you. Take a hold of the shin, ankle, or foot, and then pull that leg back. Hold wherever you can that's comfortable. Lift your chest. And come down onto your side, and then roll onto your back. Spinal rotation. Palms of your hands face up, arms out to the side in a T formation. Slowly lower the legs to one side. Lift up and lower them to the other side. Keep both shoulders flat. So hold your shoulders flat. So repeat that one more time each side. Come up to the center. Take a hold of your right leg. Pull it in. Flex the foot. Circle your ankle. Circle it the other way. And then flex the foot. Stretch up. Now bend the knee. Pull the thigh in towards you and straighten the leg as much as you can. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. One more time. Bend and straighten, hold. Keep the ankle flexed, cross it over the opposite knee, open the knee to the side. Take your right hand, reach through the legs and take a hold of the hamstring of the other foot and pull that in like a figure four. Keep your ankle flexed, that protects your knee. And pull that in, just give it a little bit of side to side rock to explore the stretch, see where it feels tight. And then hold it there for a moment. Good, uncross the legs. Holding the left leg, circle the ankle. Circle it the other way and flex the foot. Now pull the thigh in, stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. Stretch and bend and hold. Cross it over the opposite knee. Take your left hand through and around and pull that in. Flexing your left ankle, that's important. Good. Bring both feet down, roll onto your side. And let's come up to standing. Take your time. First to kneeling. Bring one leg forward. Tuck your back toes under. Bring your hand onto the thigh. Lift to a semi-squat and lift up. There we are. All right, take a big deep breath in. Open through your chest and shoulders. Exhale, come down. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, come down and roll your shoulders back. Tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder. Press down through the left heel of your hand. Stretch the left side of your neck. Lift up, other side. Tilt the left ear to the left shoulder. Press down through the right heel of your hand, stretching the right side of your neck. And lift up. Roll both shoulders back. Inhale. Squeeze between your shoulder blades to open the chest. Hands come down. Rotate side to side. Little spinal rotation. And we are done. I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you feel strong, stable, and energized. Bye for now.